All right, on a different topic. So here we are in Montana. It is the 21st of March. I don't know about you, but where I am near Missoula, spring has sprung. I mean, we've been just caked in ice and snow all winter, which is weird for us. Usually, it'll snow and melt and snow and melt and snow and melt. And this year and last year, one solid cake of ice and snow. So that stuff's mostly gone now. And we're starting to see little growies pop up all over the place. The days are getting longer. It's like, man, spring it's early spring right now. So there's that. Now, yesterday, went out and checked on the growies, and there were some exposed sunchokes. So we dug out some sunchokes, and they were crisp. And last night Jocelyn cooked them, and this morning we experienced the comedy.
Yes. Now you're really wishing you had some water.
So I think that the important thing is that I've eaten sunchokes dozens of times, and there's only been a couple of times when I've experienced the side effect that people talk about. Now, some people eat just a little bit, and then they're in some extreme pain.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would say that most people don't notice anything. It's like their life is naturally flatulent.
You there? Hello. Hey, can you guys, if you can hear me, say I can hear you, Josiah. And if you hear Paul or don't hear me, don't say anything because you can't hear me. I'm wondering if we lost Paul. All right, you can hear me. So in describing the flatulence, he must have come up with a case of it, or his internet just went down. While we wait for him to get back, the couple of things. Hey, you're back. So you were talking about flatulence. And he's gone again. Nice. Paul. So anyway, spring is here for me, but not like what Paul has. So I live further north than Paul, about 2 hours further north. And where I am at in Flathead Valley, Montana, when it snows, it usually stays. So we don't get that. It snows, and then sun comes out and melts it, and then it snows again like Paul's experiencing. Where I'm at, it snows, and then it doesn't melt, and then it snows, and then it doesn't melt, and it's pretty much like that for about 4 or 5 months. And so it's a little colder where I'm at. We're about 2 hours north of Paul, and a little colder where I'm at. So, hey, Paul, you're back. Flatulence?
I am back. Yeah, don't give me ideas.
I was just explaining to him that I'm in a little colder area, so I don't get the springy growies. So I haven't gotten to eat artichoke hearts yet. And sunchokes. Sorry.
Yeah, Jerusalem artichokes.
Yeah. Boy, we had those at Jack's.
Tubers, tubers in the ground.
Now I don't think I ever had them that young, because at Jack's they grow pretty much year round.
They grow year round here. Well, I wouldn't say grow year round.
Right.
It can be harvested year round. So like for almost anything, it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to harvest this, and then I'm going to do stuff to make it last a long time. But with sunchokes, then you just go out any time of the year and harvest them. Mm-hmm. Although I've heard that like around June or so, they're a little mushy. And you don't really want it. But in June, you've already got a bunch of other stuff to eat.
Yeah, so do you think it has something to do with the time of year? Like, they made you gassy and more now, but do you think come like May or?
I think that's possible.
You're willing to give it another shot?
I think it's possible. I'm open to that idea. I also think it has a lot to do with how it's cooked.
Uh-huh.
So I've got a video up on YouTube about some people that are like doing some serious testing to find out like how much land do you need if you're going to get 100% of your food from your land. And sunchokes have like the highest number of calories per acre. So then this guy, he's eating a lot of sunchokes because he's trying to like find the minimal amount of land that he can live on without adding inputs to the land.
Yeah.
And so sunchokes are a big player. And then he says basically he's got like a pot of sunchokes going on the stove year round. And he's eating from that pot. So then, I'm guessing that the sunchokes are probably cooking a good day or two before he's eating them.
He's probably got really clean bowels. Like, everything's really got to be pretty clean.
It's been well blasted out.
Well, there's a lot of people that go to these, like, what are they? They're like enema clubs or something, where they just go get blasted out themselves. They pay to have someone give them an enema to clean everything out, and they do that like once a week or a month or something. Periodically.
One thing I've learned about this world is a lot of people are really bored. They need something to pass the day, I guess.
I think if you're eating a lot of McDonald's, that's probably a smart thing to do. Just go get yourself blasted out.
When I took my PDC, it was in 2005. And there was a gal there. I think her name was Tracy, and so we're kind of waiting for something. And so well, what's your job? What's your job? And so she's telling me that she does like mostly massage at some fancy spa place out on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like talking about her job and the things that she does, and so then it comes up of this whole thing about a Brazilian, and it's the first time I've ever heard of this Brazilian. So you're talking about people going and getting in. What I'm saying is at a PDC, I first learned, and I'm kind of like, I don't think that's true. I think you're pulling my leg. And
what's a Brazilian? Like a Brazilian, like when they wax, like rip and wax, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh my, okay.
And I was like, no one's going to do that. No one's going to have it done, and no one's going to say that's my job. That's what I do. And she's like, all I can tell you is that that's what I do. I get paid a lot of money to do that, and I'm not believing it. And so, of course, it turns out to be totally true. A lot of people do this, and a lot of people have this job of doing this. And so you're talking about people going and getting this,
Enemas.
colon cleanse thing.
Cleanse. Yeah.
And it's like I'm kind of like, really? And then that's what I'm telling you my story about how I learned about such thing as a Brazilian.
Well, okay. So when you're talking about when you talk about the hippie stuff, I think that the colon cleansing is probably more on the hippie side than the Brazilian waxing. Like those are on different spectrums of extremes. Well, now there's also, you don't have to get enemas. You could do like not fasting. What's it called? Where you drink vegetable broth for a week.
People do a cleanse or whatever.
Yeah.
I kind of think for a lot of that. Like whether there's the Brazilian or the poop thing or the cleanse thing or whatever. I mean, it's like you could do all those things, or you could go and build a chicken coop.
Yeah, and you could grow your own food and eat healthy stuff.
Yeah, or you could build a hugelkultur bed or something like that. And so some people, they would much rather go and give somebody a Brazilian than build a hugelkultur bed. And
but that's because they're on the opposite end of the hippie spectrum.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's amazing what kind of stuff.
Then there's people that like root for the home team, and it's like there's all this time that is spent in buying the the caps and the shirts and going and watching the game and being, like, oh, I can't miss a game. It's got to be on TV. And it's like, this is very important to them.
Yeah.
And I really don't understand that either. And we're all different. So here we are on this permaculture show, and we're talking about what we're into, which is not that.
Well, we can also make fun of people.
Oh, yeah, sure.